Alrighty, howdy ho everyone. I've had a shit day, so apologies for the late stream. I was true to my word for once. We're playing Fate Extella Link for the first time. Yeah. So long story short, it's not really I'm not gonna shorten it because you know me, I always fucking ramble. I mean, we'll probably speak for like 20 minutes before I even get into the game. I just turned my PC on this morning and it just deleted everything. Like, I don't know why or how. I didn't touch anything. It just decided, nah, fuck you, and just like deinstalled everything, like literally everything, like basically factory reset my whole PC. So all of my OBS settings, all my games, my VTuber model, my VTube studio settings all just disappeared off the face of the fucking planet. I had no idea how to get them back because I don't know where they even went. So yeah, if any of the game sound or the audio sounds weird, or my VTuber model seems slightly, like, off, that's why I had to redo all my settings, so the settings may be slightly different. I think my VTuber model may be, like, ever so slightly, like, we're talking, like, 2 pixels more to the left, and it may be about the same size. And I'm playing this game on PC, but with an Xbox controller, which is really cursed, even though this game isn't on Xbox, it's only on PlayStation and like Switch or some shit. But yeah, because it's not on, I didn't get it through Steam, you can't use a PlayStation controller, which I find really stupid. Xbox is the only controller, or like official first-party controller you can use on just like anything. So I have to use an Xbox controller on a PlayStation controller game, so that's cool. Yeah, I said I was true to my word. I was originally I was going to play this game, and then I decided that I was going to play Demon's Souls because my friend recently is playing Demon's Souls for the first time on PlayStation, and I was just kind of helping him out the other day, and we had a lot of fun, and my friend was like, yo, this is really funny, you should stream this. And I was umming and ahhing about it because I didn't have a chat link, and I've explained it before, but you can't, there's no conceivable way on a PlayStation, because it only has mono output, it doesn't have like dual output like Xbox does, which is what a rare W Xbox has over PlayStation. But basically you need a chat link. So I got the Elgato Chat Link Pro, which is a fucking highly glorified over expensive cable that splits the audio from the headset and the controller, so that on your stream you can hear game sound and you can hear party chat, which is something you normally can't do. So I got that, and then we were going to be playing Demon's Souls today, and I waited all day for my friend to hop on. And then I remembered I don't have any friends, apparently, so we're not doing that. So now we're back to this again, so I guess I'll start it. Once again, I have no idea how good the audio is going to be, because all my settings I've had to redo from scratch. And obviously you do your settings once and you never think about it again, so yeah. Normally I would go for the female character, but I'll go male for role-playing purposes, I suppose. Let's enter our name, shall we? Is it gonna... Oh, it's gonna want my keyboard, isn't it? It's not gonna bring up a... It's Nande. Hang on a sec. Can I keyboard? Right. Mouse, keyboard. Oh. Ah, there we go. Well, I could just do Aka Maru, but I'll just do the name I usually do in these games, which is, Vril Grace, which is a Tower of God reference. This is the name I normally use, and now I should be able to go back to controller. Yeah, that's like the name I use on like everything. I've been in a really big Fate mood recently. I think I explained it in my last stream. But you can never the issue is I talk so much, but because I'm a variety streamer, you get a completely different audience per like each stream, so you can't explain something in one stream and expect the context to go across multiple streams, so I have to repeat everything all the time. But no, I always liked Fate. I was kind of a passive fan, I suppose. I played Fate Go, and I watched Fate Stay Night, and then that was a good few years ago, over 5 years ago. And I called myself a Fate fan, but I didn't really know what the fuck was going on, and I still don't really know what the fuck is going on, but I think that's kind of how it is. It looks like, I think there's some visual novel aspects, I'm assuming. I know it's like a Dynasty Warrior games, but Fate kind of has its origins in visual novels. So I guess I'll do some voice acting. I don't know who's speaking, but I'm sure we'll find out. I wonder how much time has passed. I'm still here in the city, within Seraph, the Sea of Spiritrons. That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh archetype. Seraph is a virtual world, built inside a supercomputer called the Moon Cell, so it's SAO. So named because of its location on Earth's moon. Expert hackers, known as wizards, support the integrity of Seraph. So do the many AI entities constructed from the Moon's cells. Vast memory banks. I completely just ignored the punctuation in that sentence. And so do the heroic spirits, figures of history and legend, whom the Moon Cell have brought to digital life as scholars and warriors. I lived through a war for the fate of the Moon Cell and the world it holds inside. That war is over now. You'll come to find I'm not good at reading. Actually, I'm good at reading, but only in my head. I can't say it out loud. We look like we've got a young Altera, who I only know from Fate Go. It's gonna really test my knowledge. Since Stay Night, in the last like month, I've watched I watched Unlimited Blade Works, I watched Heaven's Feel, I watched Faith and Snow, started season 1 of Prisma Elia, read some of the mangas of those as well. So I know those ones kind of well. But anything out of that, like I've played Fate Go, but I skip all the story, I shan't lie to you. And I have watched like the First Order, I don't know if it was a movie or not, but I watched a single Fate Grand Order anime thing. But I know a lot of the servants do come from the anime of that, so I may not recognize some of them, or may not know a lot about them, but anyway. Do I bother voicing this stuff when it's already voiced, when I talk over it? Although I think my game sound is louder than usual, because when I was resetting my OBS using my advanced knowledge that I've gained over like 6 months of streaming, I tinkered a tiny little bit of the audio. I'm scared that either A, my mic's too loud, or B, the game sound could be too loud. But it's tricky with game sound, especially a game like this, where it has very elevator-like background music, and then I guarantee you'll go in combat and you'll be like screaming noble phantasms at the top of your lungs, and it'll probably blow out everyone's eardrums, but hey ho. Also, you may have noticed at the start of the stream there was a like a chat message. It was from Seribot, because I finally set up an AI chatbot companion. Yeah. Apparently, the way I've set it up, it should be able to auto-detect bots and shit. You know, all the Discord scammers and shit we get. So hopefully they get either like filtered out or banned, or they just get like banished to the Shadow Realm, basically. So that's pretty cool. It's currently midnight where I'm at, which is sad, really, that I've decided to stream an anime game by myself at midnight. I was going to do it a lot earlier, probably around midday, and then obviously my friend was like, oh yeah, I'll play Demon Souls with you later and we can stream it, and then Blood just disappeared and left me waiting endlessly. So then I was like, no, fuck that, we'll go back to Fate. So then around 10, I was setting up this shit, and then I was trying to load my VTube Studio, and like, because all my shit was there, but they were empty. Like all my shortcuts were there on my desktop, and whenever I would click them, some of them would try and load, and they would just keep crashing again and again. So, like, obviously all the things on desktop is shortcuts. So I opened the file location, and all of my files just said 0 megabytes. So all the shortcuts were still there, but literally, like, my whole entire storage just got wiped. And so I reinstalled I reinstalled Steam to reinstall VTube Studio, and it reinstalled and then used the same shortcut, but I guess the shortcut was linked to the old VTube Studio and not the new reinstalled one, so it still wouldn't work, so then I had to delete it again, but this time with the shortcut, and then restart the PC and do all that, and I had to do my fucking settings again. It was not fun. Anyway, people don't care about my struggles, they just want to watch or listen to this game. I haven't even checked this category on Twitch. I'm assuming it's cripplingly dead. This game's like from I think it came out in 2016 or 18. The in-game it says 2019, which is when the last DLC/update came out. So maybe 2016 would make more sense, because then it would have 3 years of updates. It'd be a bit weird to just have like a single year of updates. But not a lot of people care about this game anyway, I don't think, and I don't think anyone in 2025 is going to care about this game. But I care about this game because I've never played it before, and I want to see if it's good or not. I don't know if I'll do a full series of this. It depends if it's good. Like I said, I've just been talking for 20 minutes. I haven't really played anything yet, but I have a lot on my mind to say and talk about, so fuck you. Altera says the city's full of life, if you couldn't already tell by the big block of text that's been there for 20 minutes. I don't know if I should voice her or not. Many humans, desperate to flee the disaster-ridden Earth, have found a new home in Seraph. Even this world's NPCs, who were once little more than drones, have gained their own sort of consciousness. Okay, there's NPCs, I guess, in the world. Whenever I see Seraph like that, it just reminds me of stars from Resident Evil. I just want to, like, every single time it comes up in bold and blue, I just want to, like, turn into Nemesis and just go, stars! Been playing a lot of Resident Evil recently. I always play a lot of Resi. I'm trying to 100%, I 100% Resi 8 not too long ago, which I already talked about. Did a whole half a stream of Divinity where all I did was talk about Resident Evil. I've made some pretty good progress on 7, but I mean some of the ones in 7 with all the expansions and shit, it just kind of aids. I'm going to try and 100% Resi 4. I was originally only missing 3 achievements. Now I'm missing 6 because Separate Ways came out. So I need to do Professional difficulty, S plus rank or something on Separate Ways, which will probably be arse. I'll probably have to watch a guide or some sort of speedrun to figure that one out, but I'm going to leave that to last. Then I needed an S plus rank on normal difficulty and hardcore difficulty, which I never did because you can only get S plus on a new run, and I have so many new game plus runs I just couldn't be fucked to do a new run. The only other one I was missing was knife only or handgun only, the minimalist achievement, which is incredibly easy to get, and there's no real reason why I didn't get it. I was just lazy. After doing so many new game plus runs, I just couldn't be bothered to speedrun the game through with a knife. But it's been a few months since I played that game, so I decided my memories kind of faded a lot on it. So I was like, fuck it, we can play it again, you know, kind of refresh our memory. So I thought, well, if I'm going to try an S plus professional, like, run, or hardcore run, or whatever, I may as well just do my knife run first to kind of help me remember the route so I don't get horrifically lost, because I have to speedrun the game in under 5.5 hours on, like, hardcore mode, on a new run as well, so that means no body armor, or basically anything, really, like, any, like, unlocks. Well, unlocks within the game save, I can still use, like, extra content and bonus content. So if you have, like, the catties that give you infinite ammo, for example, you can use that, which I don't. I do have the gas mask, though, which gives you aim assist on any difficulty, which I think would be pretty clutch. Potentially, the aim assist isn't that good, but I guess it's better than nothing. That being said, I have every single bonus weapon, including the hand cannon, because I'm sick at the game. I may just cheese it, and by what I mean cheese it is you can buy, I know it's kind of sad, but for like £2.50, 2 little clamshells, you can get like an upgrade ticket, which basically just immediately maxes out a weapon. So normally the run would be, most people would use the Chicago Sweeper. I don't know why, I'm sorry I'm talking about so much Resident Evil during a Fate stream, but okay, you know, we can. Well, let me put the next text on so you can at least read it whilst I'm or not, because my VTuber model's kind of in the way. Hopefully I remember to read that in a sec. But most people use the Chicago Sweeper, and then if you do every single merchant request to get spinels or spinels or however people say them, once you have 30, you can get the infinite ammo upgrade for it. But that's about chapter 7 that you do that. And also the act of doing the merchant requests will take up a lot of your time, I imagine, unless you know what you're doing. So that's what 99% of people do. The other 1% will do like hand cannon, but chances are if you're doing the achievement, you're going to not have the hand cannon. But I do, I guess. And every bonus weapon has a max upgrade where they gain max ammo. However, if you purchase a max upgrade ticket, well, you just immediately get a max weapon by chapter 2, because that's the first time you interact with the merchant. So the first chapter would probably be arse, because you probably only have like 6 shots or something in the hand cannon, and then you wouldn't have any more ammo. So that'll be a bit AIDS. But then if you can get it maxed out and infinite ammo by chapter 2, the rest of the game should just be ridiculously easy, because you should, in theory, just be able to one-shot virtually every single enemy for the rest of the game. So that's the plan. But first of all, I'm doing my knife-only run, just so I can kind of memorize shit. I also have the Ashley Knight costume, which makes her completely invulnerable, which is incredibly useful, especially on professional, because it means like she can't get carried. She can be picked up, but the enemies immediately drop her, so they can't kidnap her or anything. So you literally, like, Ashley is no longer a fail condition. The only fail condition is if, I guess, if Luis dies or something, or you die. Anyway, let's keep playing this game. I'm just very passionate about shit, and I have a lot to say, because I've spent all day trying to do shit and haven't been able to talk. Anyway, where were we? We were... Even if this world is composed of data, or data if you want to be cool, I guess, its citizens look, think, and feel just like everyday people, like Altara, the little girl beside me. She was a warrior once, an enemy, but the moon cell's power and a few lucky gambits gave her a chance to start over. So are we in like a virtual world just like SEO? And they've up this Seraph moon cell thingamajig takes historical data and converts them into NPCs. So Altera's not real then, is she? She's an NPC? Or she's like a fake AI or made up of ones and zeros or something. Let's head back home. Tamamo and Nero are going to get fussy if we stay out too long. Oh yeah, I have watched a tiny little bit of Extra Last Encore. I do know who Tamamo and Nero are. I don't remember this place. Altara stops walking after she mutters that. It's not an unusual phenomenon for the moon cell to generate new areas, but... Is there a glitch in the Matrix? Altara pulls my sleeve. Oh, yo, it's fucking... some sort of Decepticon attack programs, but why? She's right. Those are Seraph's attack programs standing in front of us, armed and ready. Kinda looks slightly dildonic. Let's run away for now. I'm not big enough to fight yet. She needs more Python files to get bigger. We've managed to evade the attack programs for the moment, but we can't rest easy yet. Those attack programs will delete us both if they catch us. We need a heroic spirit, a servant. Is Altara not a servant? Oh, she's not a useful servant at this point in time? Master. Yeah, she's called me Master, so she's clearly a servant. I guess I'm allowed multiple servants in this domain. We're surrounded. There's nowhere to run. My only choice is to use one of my command seals and summon a servant. That's not how they work normally, is it? I have to choose from the Saber, Nero Claudius, or the caster Tamamo no Mei. Well, we're gonna choose Saber. Normally you use your command seals to give a servant a command, not summon them, I thought. Well, obviously I know it's different across things, but from my experience, I didn't realise you could just summon shit. Who's this cunt? That's not Nero. It is a Saber, but it's not Nero. Well, it may not even be a Saber, to be fair. Fucking Emiya uses fucking swords, but is an archer. In fact, most archers don't use bows. Hey, you doing alright? A young man appears in front of me, like a falcon on a spring breeze. So I guess I didn't summon Nero or use a command seal? He doesn't move like a human does, he's not a wizard like me, he must be a heroic spirit. But I've never seen him before. I'd remember if I had. And I'm still the only master on Seraph, so no other person could have summoned him. That's important information. Did the moon cell itself call him up? This unknown servant nods and scratches his head as if he's a little embarrassed. Yep, looks like you're the one who summoned me, but that's not possible, is it? I'm like, you know, one of those rogue servants, I think. Give me Gilgamesh vibes. Well, I don't get hung up on the small stuff. Think of it like winning the lotto. Now go ahead and give me some orders. Whatever the case, it looks like he's willing to fight as my servant. So I guess we're allowed multiple servants then. No complaints then, we'll fight for this battle together. Alright, here we go. Witness the awesomeness. Let's rate the loading screens. That's not too bad. Can you hear me, Master of Seraph? That me then? I can hear him, there's no mistake, he's a heroic spirit. I guess I, hear him through telepathy or some shit? A great hero of history, mythology, or literature, whose records are collected in the moon cell. The moon cell then generates these physical manifestations of those heroes, giving them souls and sentience, which is kind of what I was on about. Kind of guessed that. It says giving them souls and sentience, which is a bit concerning. I don't think a computer should be capable of that. I guess you could just do some magic bullshit. Is it metaphorical souls and sentience, or what? On Seraph's battlefield, there was no greater force. They wield the weapons they held in legends and history and the memories of the people, and they make the impossible possible. As a master, I know that power better than anyone else. My class is Saber. You can tell I'm a servant, obviously. My sword and I are at your command. You probably already know how to fight, but how about a little warm-up? How about a tutorial? Half an hour into the stream. Alright, now call upon your regalia, or regalia. I'll probably say regalia. I think I used to say regalia until I started playing Final Fantasy 15. Your royal authority. Light them up and I'll knock them down for you. I must confess, I'm not amazing at Dynasty Warrior games. Is X just basic? Yeah. I can spam that much. Move a servant, A to jump. Yep, that's all normal shit. Very Shadow of War controls. X for light attack, Y for heavy, that's obvious. You can defend from enemy attacks with LB. It doesn't seem to be a parry, that's just a block. Combos can be performed with a combination of X, Y, pressing the attack button in a sequence such as X, Y, or can perform moves. Yeah, like I said, I'm not good at remembering combos. I'm the type of guy that I just remember a single broken combo and kind of just spam it over time. Press and hold RB. I would have preferred if it was LB, but hey. Could just probably change it, but you know, I'll just get used to it. Activate skills. Yeah, that's very Sword Art Online like. Who made this game actually? I don't know. The company behind it, because I know. Wait, why's my mouse on? If I can get out of here, mouse. People get angsty when the mouse is present. When a servant's level rises, you'll gain new active skills. Yeah, I've heard that you probably you'll need to go into New Game Plus if you're even going to consider maxing out the skill tree. But no, what was it? It was Alicization Licorice had the spammy kind of thing like that. It's a very similar system actually. You can absorb blue mana spheres from defeated enemies. These mana spheres will be added to the drive gauge. When drive gauge is full, press B to activate a moon drive mode. Time to lock on. I have no idea what the game sounds like. Like I said, I did test it, but it can be hard to test shit sometimes, you know? Because the audio differs. When I was testing it, I was just testing it with background music, because I hadn't obviously done combat yet. Okay, so you can lock onto, like, big cunts. So, the game sound may be quite loud at the moment. It may actually be too loud. When in Moon Drive, a servant's attack and defense will greatly increase, allowing them to fight with overwhelming power. When you defeat an enemy well in Moon Drive, you can collect golden mana spheres. These spheres will increase the Noble Phantasm gauge. Once the gauge is full, press to... Okay. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wing it with the... I'm just winging it with the audio. Because obviously in combat it's going to be a lot louder. So it may peak a bit more. But I'm a very talkative guy, and I'm also quite a loud guy. At least on stream I'm a loud guy. Seems like it's giving me infinite moon drive for the Noble Phantasm. Tutorial, if you will. Is it worth me? I kind of just won. Oh, no, there's more. See what my Noble Phantasm does. I wonder how many times I can say Noble Phantasm before I start calling it Orgasm, because I'm an immature person and find that funny. You can activate a strong special attack called a Drive skill by pressing B while in Moon Drive. This powerful skill can decimate numerous enemies at once. That just sounds like Noble Phantasm Part 2. Is it just like a B-Tech version? A little level up. It one-shot him as well. How sugoi. Let's try this Phantasm out. I don't think I have it yet, never mind. I thought I did. My golden bar looks all golden, but... It was left trigger, was it not? Do I have to hold it? I swear it was left trigger. Maybe you have to be... Maybe you have to be in Moon Drive mode to do it. When Noble Phantom engages full... okay, I was just doing a fucking tutorial. Do we get cool cinematics? I mean, I rate it. I don't know. I guess the game's kind of old. But considering games like Metal Gear Solid 5 came out before this game and have like exceptional graphics, I don't know if this is just like a cheap fucking cash grab anime game. But the models seem ever so slightly janky. They have like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links vibe to them, you know? Where they have a fluent high frame rate like animation, but the actual like models themselves are lacking a certain crisp. Just an observation. That was like kind of cool, I guess. I think, I mean, the main reason you're playing this game is not because of the gameplay, it's because of the IP though, isn't it? And they know that. That's why that's why Fate does so many collabs. You can slap it on fucking anything. Why does my mouse keep, like, going over in the middle of the screen? I have it on my second monitor, and then I blink, and then fucking Stuart Little just jump scares me on my main one. This heroic spirit is strong. Everywhere his shining blade glitters, the enemy attack programs melt away. He might even be on par with the top servants from the war. What war, I wonder? Well, probably in the future, right? And I know Fate's Stay Night, or that kind of Fate slash arc or visual novel. I think it's the 5th one. I think it's the 5th Holy Grail War. So, I don't know which one this is. If it's in the future, it's like minimum 6, right? But there's probably going to be some diehard Fate fan that like watches this and just like fucking puts a fist through a wall because I'm just getting shit wrong. He might... Oh, I already read that because I'm a dumbass. Too busy distracting myself. I'm sure you have questions. We'll get to them. Yeah, where's my Nero that I summoned? It's as if he'd read my mind. The falcon on the spring wind smiles at me. Well, what should I do now? You know, I could fly out of here on a whirlwind just like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? Is that what you do? Just pop into fights and then fly off? That seems pretty anti-master of you. Yeah, no, you've got a point. Alright, first let me take you guys to safety, and then we've got a few things to talk about. What's up, little lady? Altera stares up at the sky. There's something mysterious behind her eyes. For a moment, she reminds me of the first time I saw her. Wonderful and dangerous. It's calling. Nondelu? What? Noni? I see, it's calling me. I have to go. How ominous. I'm sorry, I really do have to. You don't have to worry about me. Before anything can push past my lips, Altera's gone. Did she just get summoned by the other side? That's rough. What do you mean, other side? Is it like a great... Is it... Was it a Great Grail War? Like in Apocrypha? Where there's two sides? Like... What even was... Because you had the red side. What was the other side? It wasn't... Was it blue or black? I actually can't remember. I wouldn't say black, because I don't remember there being a saber of blue. Was it not saber of black? No. I may have to... It was a while since I watched it, but... I think that's wrong. What was Semiramis? Because Semiramis was the caster on the other side. Was she just caster of black? Was it? Oh, that's going to piss me off. I need to search it up now. I feel like I've got it wrong. But maybe I'm just doubting myself. Is this correct? Yeah, it was black, because Astolfo is Rider of Black, apparently. Don't know why that... So, wait, does that mean Semiramis was caster of red? Must have been, right? No, because that was fucking William Shakespeare. Who was Semiramis assassin then? Oh, Semiramis was assassin. I forgot. That must have pissed people off. I thought she was a caster. She feels very caster-like. I know, it's been a little bit since Apocrypha, okay? Does he know where she went? When I ask him, he scratches his head uncomfortably. Well, yeah, probably. But let's just say we're not catching up to her anytime soon. It's alright, I think he just wanted to talk to her. Look, on my honor, I can swear to you she's not in danger. I ask him who he is. Now I'll explain all that later. I mean, you were going to go meet up with your other servants, right? Oh, I've got even more servants just in the stockpile, do I? Besides, everyone on Seraph will know his name soon enough. That's fine, as long as there's a good explanation coming soon. I give him a terse nod. You know, you're pretty open-minded about all this. I guess that's how you won the Holy Grail War. Oh, more exposition. So we won, huh? Well then, I guess, your mastery? Would it be Great Master? My dear Master? I don't even know what to call you. I tell him you can call me Master or just use my name. Oh, alright then. Well then, my Master, I'm with you now. And you can call me... wait a second. We're supposed to hide our true names, right? True enough. Right, of course. I got this. True names are super important. You can't just go around telling everyone. Not even your Master. Right? That is correct. Right, a servant's true name should stay hidden so as to hide the servant's strengths and weaknesses. Every servant who's ever fought in a Holy Grail war knows that. Oh, knows that rule. I just keep changing the fucking words, apparently. Okay, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you anyway. My true name is Charlemagne. Please carve it into your heart, Master of Seraph. This saber, Charlemagne. Some people say Charlemagne, but I'll say Maine, because that's just... Fuck you. Just spilled his true name right out of the gate. Well, he could be lying in theory, could he not? But I'm pretty sure he isn't based off the shit I've seen of this game. Oh yeah, it feels great to have that off my chest. Too many secrets weigh you down, you know. Oh, very important. I want you to call me Charlie. I don't know about that. That seems a little informal. You seem a bit powerful to just be a Charlie, you know. I mean, you can call me Charlie or Chuck or anything else, but not the other name I'm famous by. Not that I don't like that name, but it's just kind of a heavy name for me to carry around these days. You know, feel free to call me Charlie. Is it gonna like change his name, like in the little word box? I'm still processing the surprise of hearing the name Charlemagne. The main figure is a legend that bears his name. He was also known in history as Charles the Great. He was counted as one of the 9 worthies, right alongside King Arthur, King David, and Julius Caesar. No wonder he breezed right through the last battle. So, Master, first we've got to get back to Rome, right? I'm counting on you. Rome also exists in this AI digital universe. I clasp his outstretched hand. His grip is strong with the vestiges of youthful enthusiasm. And that's how we begin our strange journey together. We shall save. Cool, it's been a while since I've seen an old school save like this. I don't know if you'd really call it old school, but it feels old school. Oh, I want to read about command seals. A symbol that represents... I can't read it, never mind. The benefit of having a strong PC. I say strong. Not that good. It's bad enough to the point where I lost all my saves, but... Heyo. Well, we finally see Nero. Now, where might my Praetor and Altera have... I cannot read half this shit. Cavorted? Cavited? I've generally never seen that word, I don't think. Off to... Could they be on a walk? Why is the L like anorexic in that sentence? They must be getting on well to step out without so much as a buy or leave. You don't have to search every nook and cranny, you're always fidgeting so much. Ah, but you see, if I stay in one place too long, I suffer terrible headaches. But that is besides the point, Caster. Where are my Praetor and Altera? You'll gain nothing from hiding them away. Any day now could be the day Altera returns to her full-grown form. How could any of us miss that moment? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is she gonna go like berserk on us? Like a butterfly emerging from a cocoon, I think Miss Altera would prefer a bit of privacy in such a delicate moment. Besides, if Her Royal Highness were to take to the streets, it would be no simple stroll, the crowds would mob you. Now, perhaps if you could manage to set foot outside without setting off some great Roman electrical parade. Roman parades are marvellous spectacles for all. Not so much, dear. I mean, depending on the day, I don't hate them, but to be plagued with them every day? Is that what the commoners think? A festival every day becomes just that. Every day. Mundane. Hardly worthy of your divine stature. Put another way, the appeal of a festival, of all of its amusements, is that it's such a break from the routine. I see. But at my recitals, the crowds always smile. Yes, but you must know that's because... Oh, welcome home my husband, ayo? Man does not look happy to be here. After the usual greetings, I tell them about the attack programs and about Altera's disappearance. So apparently we already won a Holy Grail war, which means we in theory would have had a Holy Grail, which in theory would have meant we had a wish. And my headcanon is that this guy just wished for a harem because he's a simp. And it's kind of based. Could this be your doing? Oh my, how could you possibly accuse me? I've washed my hands of such evil doings. Even if I wanted to conjure some rogue programs, my manner is tied up with running Rome. I'm not made of the stuff. So even though you're basically a program yourself, you can just use mana to summon more programs? Interesting. I see, could it be that King of Heroes playing his games? He does love his gambits in between all that frolicking. Or the King of Conquerors, anything can set him off spoiling for a fight. Maybe he decided the clouds are too pretty today. Would it be best if I return to the Millennium Capital? My foxy senses are tingling with bad news. I don't know how much text there's going to be in this game. You can very, very quickly lose your voice if you're just constantly, just voice acting all this shit. I say voice acting, I mean very monotonously talking and reading poorly. But normally in order to save time, I skip through this shit, but Fate Law is important, and like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do a full series of this game. It's just kind of a, I don't want to say filler, but it is a bit of a back burner until other shit comes out. The new Sniper Elite game did come out. It's on Game Pass, which I could play. I just don't have any drive to play it because I just don't care. The only purpose it serves is just for content, you know? Like, the only reason I would stream it is because I have nothing else to stream, and it would just be for the sake of streaming. And I don't know. I was thinking, I very almost streamed my Resident Evil 4 knife only run. I'm already quite a bit into it. Yesterday night, I spent an hour setting shit up and just figuring shit out. I got up to like midway through chapter 2, and then today I've spent only a few hours, and I'm already on like chapter 10 or 11. Been speedrunning quite well, actually. I mean, it's not going to be like some world record or anything, not by any means. It'll probably still be a mid-time in the end, but it's better than I expected. I've made some really good progress today. Hey, I get it. So this is my, I thought it said ancestor, but what the fuck is an antessa? This is my antessa's Rome. Oh, I guess that would mean, I guess it could be like ancestor, maybe, I don't know. So many words I don't know. Right here in Serif, yeah, classical history, all pixel perfect. This is awesome. You there. You've committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. You think you can barge in here and lavish praise upon Rome? You can, and I shall praise you in return. Yes, how commendable of him. And just who might you be? You have the look of a servant, but... Alright, so first off, true name. I'm the Wandering Knight Charlemagne. Okay, this guy loves just saying his true name everywhere. He revealed his true name so easily, and the name of Charlemagne, no less. I was king of the Franks, unlucky, at one point, but now I'm just a knight traveling through Serif. I kind of got spoiled, a little bit. Everyone keeps referring to him as an isekai protagonist, so I don't know if he's a servant from the outside world that then put himself into this, although I guess technically all the servants kind of abide by that rule. Or he's like a human who's not a servant that's pretending to be a servant or some shit. Like some Kirito type shit, but I A, don't trust he's a servant, or B, I don't trust that he's Charlemagne, one of those two. Because it's fun being suspicious. I see, well then Charlemagne, knight from a far-off land, why have you revealed your true name to my praetor? To pledge my loyalty to the master and to save Serif from danger. At least, I think that's why I'm here. Yeah, it's probably for that. You say my Rome is in danger? Yeah, it's a pain to explain, so just to spell it out, your Rome is already surrounded. Nonny. I can't lie, my throat is already suffering. Probably due to me speaking a lot. I mean, I speak a lot anyway, but when you read on top of speaking, it's you know, it's true, we are surrounded somehow. I mean, how did you even let that happen? There's a whole wall of attack programs, servants with them too. Oh, they have their own servants? Servants, which heroes could possibly be? Never mind, it's not the time to think about that. Very well, my praetor, let us strike them down. For our people's sake, you and I shall sweep them all away. I wonder if there's character select in this game. I imagine there will be. I think it'll be like Fire Emblem Warriors, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Where, on your first playthrough of a mission, you were forced to select one of like a few characters, if not forced to pick a specific character. And then when you would replay it, you could basically choose anyone from the roster. The issue is, with these type of games, they're kind of one and done for me. Especially because I'm playing this game on PC, so I don't really get the... Since I don't have it through Steam, I don't get achievements, which is obviously a big part of games for me. So if I don't get achievements, then I'm not gonna bother with it, you know? There's no reason to like replay, unless it's like extremely good. But most of these type of Dynasty Warrior games, you kind of just go for the campaign, and then once they're done, they're done. At least for me, they are. We'll see. I want in. Wouldn't be any fun if I just sat and watched. I shall allow it. As you are an admirer of mine, I pronounce you as a Roman citizen. Join my ranks and become my sword. If only it's that easy to gain citizenship nowadays. It's virtually impossible now. Oh, I'm not actually an admirer per se. Antessa Nero. I mean, you are my Antessa, and I do look up to you. I need to search up an antecessor or whatever the fuck it is, because I do not know. Because I'm a fucking idiot. When I search up Ancestor, it comes up with Homo Antecessor, which is an extinct species of archaic human. Let's see if we can get a different one. It literally has almost the exact same definition as predecessor. If it may just be a different word for predecessor, which I kind of thought. It just means one that goes before. Oh, I just fucking just choke slammed my phone into my desk, and that's probably why you heard a metal clang. What? No, why are you here? To get you and your master into my fortress. There's a fortress? I have a feeling 90% of this stream is just going to be text and me reading. I don't know if I want to skip a lot or not, though. The beautiful thing with Fate is everything is and isn't canon at the same time. There's so many different timelines and like alternate dimensions that virtually like anything can happen. Also, you probably notice I'm yawning a lot. Yeah, it's because it's late. But just because it's going to be a 2-hour stream, it'll be 20 minutes past 1, I believe, when I finish, which is neat. What is this even? I'm amazed you managed to bring this ridiculously huge and noble phantasm in with you. That can't be his noble phantasm, though, can it? Because we already used his noble phantasm. This just must be someone else's or some shit. It's kind of complicated. It's like my noble phantasm, but also not exactly. Anyway, everybody buckle up, especially you, Master. I'm just assuming. I'm just gonna guess it's stolen or some shit. I see, a moving fortress. Even in Rome, I've never heard of a noble phantasm like this. Well, there was that one empress who built the Hanging Gardens, Semiramis. That was an empress, right? Maybe not. You call it my noble phantasm, Charles Patricius? My fleeting glory. We can use it to attack the enemy. How about it, Master? That sounds most amusing. I approve. Indeed, and it could get us to my Millennium capital in a hurry. A flying fortress packed with supplies. Sounds good to me. With this, we can lead the charge towards any danger. All servants' noble phantasms hold miraculous power, but Charlemagne's is particularly amazing. It's particularly suspicious. Alright, Master, let's go. With this giant flying fortress, they'll never see us coming. I don't know, I feel like they would. Oh, I get to... Oh, is this some sort of like HQ section? Base of operations. There's a room. I always find it a bit suspicious when games have rooms. That's just PTSD from Alice's Asian Licorice, though. You could rizz up everyone in that game. Every single character, including the children, had a bed scene, which I won't divulge into further, but it was interesting. They would just slap all the male characters in crop tops. It could cause like a whole entire inside joke with my friends about crop tops. What on earth is happening? Those who trample my lands will face my wrath. That was a good talk, Nero. Yeah, it fucking has a love heart on it. There's 100% some sort of romance. There has to be. You can equip mystic codes. I guess that's just default armor in this game. You can change, or maybe not. Was it already equipped? I don't even fucking know. Maybe it was. I have all the DLCs and shit with the game. I think I do, at least. You'll probably see I probably have some costumes here, actually. That's interesting. We won't be rocking that, though. What the fuck? I kind of want to rock that. But I don't think I will. Black Knight Battle Gear. Oh, can I view it at least? Nah. I'll just keep him default. I'm boring like that. I'm sorry. Okay, so you can unlock new skills and shit through leveling up and shit. I wonder if you can main a specific character then. You can select playable servants here. The servant who can fight a battle stage will change based on... Exactly, that's what I thought. But in theory, I could have Nero as my my character, which I kind of want to do. However, I feel like Charlemagne's going to be one of those characters where you can just use him through the whole entire story. So logically, it would make sense just to like max him out. What's this meant to be? Is this a lancer? Doesn't really look. It could be a lancer. Then we've got an archer. Is that that's a ruler, is it not? You would. The only ruler I know off by heart is Jeanne d'Arc, but that's definitely not her. It's another archer. I think that could be a saber, to be fair. What's that? Is that berserker? Or is that rider? That's caster. That's a lancer. That's assassin. That's berserker. Caster, berserker. There's a lot of fucking characters in the game, which is very nice. Okay, I want to play as Nero for the time being, because Nero's cool. Let's see what we've got. What was that? Jiggle physics? God damn! Look at those jiggalos and jiglets. Oh god, it gets even worse! Jesus Christ! It's like fucking jelly in a microwave. Okay, that's interesting. Lil Nero. Oh, do they all have chibis? What, bro? Why is it that the front of Nero's dress is always transparent? What's up with that? Oh, chat. Do I be a terrible human being? Can I get away with that? I don't know. I mean, it's to be fair, it's not even that bad compared to that. Fuck it. I'm sure my parents will be very proud of me. And you can converse with them, so that's something. Another bizarre adventure awaits my praetor. Though we be outnumbered, I fear nothing with you at my side. Why is the mouse back here? Why does it keep moving by itself? It's so bizarre. That being said, let us not fall to sloth or complacency. I trust you will learn the lay of the new battleground, Master. Do you think it's safe for me to have this on screen? For like the whole fucking stream? I really, you think I'd like pay attention and actually know the rules of the platform I stream on, but I don't. And I just kind of like have that fuck it we ball attitude, you know? But next time we take to the battlefield, I want you to focus your eyes on my performance. Will you promise me? Kind of hard to not look at you at the moment, I shan't lie. My praetor, let us slit at Nande. For today. An item, tutorials. I don't know if there is some sort of riz in this game. Look, the fucking mouse has come back. I think what's happening is every time it like loads, it temporarily disconnects the controller, then puts it back to the mouse and the keyboard, which puts the mouse on this screen instead. The house has a love heart on it though, so I'm assuming there's some sort of romance or something there. Is this some sort of party barracks? What is this? Okay, the mouse is gonna piss me off being there. Maybe if I put it down there, I'll be alright. Look, what is this? You can just visit different rooms. Oh, I see. Is there a room for like every single person's, every servant, I guess? Fun level. Okay, this is where we're getting a little kinky, is it? You have to remember that Fate has its origins in hentai, technically. Which I didn't actually realize. I could do a whole side rant about that. Obviously, I was aware Fate's Stay Night was the original, like, light novel, or visual novel. I guess visual novel, technically. If you're being pedantic, which I am. But I didn't realize it was originally like a hentai game. I forget the name. They call them, like, Euro, like, it's spelled E-R-O something. It's like erotic, you know, shit. But it's like really fucking bad. Well, not really. Well, yeah, it's pretty bad. A lot of white stuff, you know. Like, goddamn, that man Shiro is dangerously fertile, you know. Like, you ever fucking let me, because I'm on my PC, I can do funny things. I think potentially. Let's see. I can bring shit up on stream. There we go. You ever? I should be able to bring this up. You ever had a fucking... Oh, fucking hell. You ever had a froob as a kid? I don't know if this is just a UK thing or not. You know, like... This is a childhood experience for me. It's happened several times. It wasn't even a one-time thing. I used to have these in my packed lunches in primary school and high school. And I used to just fuck around with them like a fucking dickhead. And I don't exactly remember the details, but I don't know if I was just using a froob like a drumstick or something, but I ended up like slapping it against the table for shits and giggles, and it fucking exploded everywhere. That is the level of yogurt involved in the Fate Stay Night fucking visual novel. Like, honestly, I was watching a bit of it just because I wanted to see how bad it was. And there is a whole entire path, like a whole entire arc in that game, just revolving around cum swallowing. There's this whole entire fucking stupid story where, like, Saber runs out of mana, and then fucking Rin of all people is like, hey, yo, did you know, like, your cum's fertile with mana? And it's like, drink up, bitch. And there's, like, a whole entire, like, really detailed, and I mean detailed cutscene about sucking on froobs, you know? And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was so used to the, like, in the original, like, animes, Saber being relatively innocent and kind of petite and cuddly, you know? And then I was watching these scenes, and she was an absolute fucking glizzy gobbler. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, my image of her is ruined. But this is why I like being on my PC, because normally I have one monitor on, my left monitor, my main one, on my console, or using my capture card, and then I have my right monitor for my PC and my streaming. But obviously I can't, I'm dragging this across monitors right now. Isn't that cool? You can't tell. But, when this monitor is for my console, I can't do shit like this. So I can do froob bits. Isn't that neat? That's humorous. We'll probably clip that, or maybe not, because my parents watch my my Instagram, specifically only my Instagram posts. So if I wanted to be really sketchy, I could upload whatever the fuck I wanted to TikTok, and then ignore Instagram. But no, I posted all the same shit on like all my things. Speaking of TikTok, my last fucking post blew up. At least for me, it did. I mean, like, it's pretty mid for most people, but it got 1,937 views. For context, my average is probably about 700 to 800. Almost all of my posts get anywhere between the 700 and 800 mark. That one got almost 2,000. It's a shame it didn't peak at 2,000, because that would have been a cool milestone, but it's close enough, so we'll take it. I wonder why. I think it's because of the format, and by that I mean is it's innately vertical. Most of my things I upload as horizontal. That was a portrait one. It was just Serif's clip from the other day. The way Serif clipped it, my VTuber model and his chat was or her chat or their chat. It was like directly above the model, so the thumbnail is just my zoomed in model, and my model's really cool if I do say so myself. And I've had a few people comment that as well, so it does seem to be a selling point. So maybe if I was smart, I would like advertise that shit more, you know, like make my model bigger. Or have it more prevalent, because in all of the thumbnails on TikTok, almost all of them, you can't see my thumbnail because you can't see my model in the thumbnails because they're all zoomed in. So you normally just get an out of context frame from a game. Like my last two Divinity clips both got 700 views, and they're both just kind of zoomed in, just conversations. And then when you click on it, you can see my model. But my guess, it could not be the case. It could just be because it's more of a it's just a chat interaction. Normally, when I do tags and shit, I quote-unquote advertise them through the game. So my Divinity posts, I tag them and advertise them as Divinity, obviously. But that one I didn't advertise as Divinity, because even though the game's in the background, it's so zoomed in you can't see anything, right? It's mainly just my VTuber model and talking, so I advertised it as such. So it's either, and it's hard, because there's two variables involved. There's the thumbnail / format involved, and there's the tags involved. And obviously, one of those things, if not both of those things, caused a dramatic, almost a 3-time increase in views. So I mean, it could just be sheer luck, to be fair. It could just be a random thing that popped off, but I normally don't get posts that pop off like that. They're all extremely consistent, which I guess is cool. But it's also nice to be pleasantly surprised and be like, oh fuck, they almost got 2k views. So when I try and clip shit, I don't know how I'll do it. If I wanted to clip the titty physics things, just as an example, because you're commenting on something that's happening in the game, you kind of need the game in the background. So it would be hard to crop that, you know, and make it a vertical / portrait clip. whilst having gameplay in the background. It just doesn't really work, which is why I always do landscape ones. But I don't know, maybe if I have sections where I just say something funny, which is incredibly fucking rare, which is probably why I'd ever do it, I should consider doing a portrait clip instead, because they seem to do better. Or it could have just been the tags, or it could have just been sheer fucking luck, who knows. The algorithm, fucking navigating social media algorithms is a very, like, relatively fun and fascinating thing. Because it's like pseudo-gambling, really, you know? Because you can, if you're extremely consistent with views, like I am, on, like, TikTok, for example, any change you do could be, like, an improvement, but it could also be, like, a disimprovement at the same time. If I start swapping my tags around, there's no guarantee that I continue getting 700 views. I could start getting 1,000 views. But similarly, I could get like 200 views, you know, and it could flop. So there's a bit of gambling there. It's not like a big deal at all. There's like literally zero fucking drawbacks to it. It's not like I'm going to throw a hissy fit because there's a virtual number that's slightly lower than the one I want, you know? Like, there's a 2 in that number. It's a 200 and not a 2,000. I'm going to give up and quit, you know? I don't care, but at the same time, it's only like exclusively beneficial when it goes up. I just like looking at big numbers, you know. A lot of people do. It's cool, neat. It's my most viewed thing, and that makes me happy because it feels like I'm making progress finally after like 6 or 7 months. I did the maths the other day. It is 6 or 7 months since I've been streaming. Over half a year already. Isn't that crazy? Fascinating stuff. I always think about ways I can improve, but I don't know. I feel like we have an okay thing going. I mean, I guess I just got Seribot, so that's something. Don't know if that's a big improvement. I guess maybe it'll be a quality of life improvement if there's like a lack of bots in my chat. But ironically, bots are the only activity I tend to get. The only thing I can realistically improve on is consistency, which is impossible for me because I'm so fucking busy with work and university. Because I didn't stream for the last 2 days. I didn't stream Monday. Sorry, I did stream Monday, I think. I didn't stream Tuesday and didn't stream Wednesday because of university. I just took up the whole day. But ideally, if you want to make progress, you would stream the exact same time every single day. I stream the same amount, kind of. I always stream a minimum of 2 hours, and never shorter than that, which I guess is something. But I never stick to a time schedule, and I never stick to a day schedule. For example, tomorrow I'm working, and the day after I'm working, and the day after that I'm working. I have 3 days where I'm doing long shifts at work, and you just cannot fit a stream in those days. I just can't. I'm just so busy, and my work is it's labor intensive enough to the point where it really just kind of takes the energy out of me, you know. Even if I'm working midday to late. I'm doing my shifts kind of go into the night a bit. But the only way I could stream is if I wake up extremely early, then stream then. But I'm streaming now, so it would mean I would get no sleep because I would finish at 1, and then I would fall asleep for like a few hours. Then I'd have to wake up at like 7 to stream, and it's just weird. It's a weird time to stream at, and I don't think people would watch it because of that time. Says the guy who's streaming at midnight, so it's not like I was watching this. But I only did this because I kind of... Not that I felt obligated, but I really wanted to play this game, and I wanted to stream and just talk, so... This is the only time I could stream, so, oh, fuck it. It'll be fine. I have been on this screen for way too long just talking. I have other shit to say, but the act of me talking about shit that I had to say has made me forget about the shit I had to say. So let's read this, shall we? That's probably another reason why people don't watch me. I talk too much. Which was an issue people don't tend to have. Normally with small streamers or irrelevant streamers, it's a case of that they just never talk when no one's in chat and no one's watching. I talk too much to the point where people are probably like, dude, shut the fuck up and play the game. Like, holy shit. My voice is pretty annoying as is, to be fair. I considered using a voice changer for a little bit just because I really hate the sound of my own voice. I generally do find it annoying. I think if you're going to appeal to the fact that you talk a lot, you have to at least have a pleasing voice, which I do not, unfortunately. I could probably fake a voice. I can do quite a decent range of voices quite consistently. But it'd be weird to talk for 2 hours in like a fake voice, you know? I guess maybe we'd get used to it as like a fake persona, but I don't like being fake at all. And that would just be an inconvenience. Anyway, A bond level represents the strength of the bond between a servant and a master. Or master, I just added an extra A in there. You can increase your bond level by clearing a servant's side missions and using code casts on them mid-battle. Fuck is a code cast? You just force them into loving you? Because that's how people would use command codes, you know? I command you to love me. I am sure there's a hentai out there somewhere. I mean, there has to be, let's be real. There's 1,000%, not even just one. There's probably dozens of them. If not hundreds of hentais involving the lack of consent and enforceableness that command seals bring into it. But yeah, the higher the bond level, the more install skill slots and support actions a servant will have. Okay. Also, the conversations in the base camp will change based on strength of your bond. Oh yeah, that's cool, I guess. Is there any point in conversing with you? My prayer to okay, she's just doing this whole fucking sleep shit. I find it hilarious that she's at the most default bond and she's still talking about sleeping with each other, which is humorous. I mean, how do you top that, you know? If she's bond level 1 and she's doing that shit, where do we go from there? A facility where you can prepare for battle by customizing or switching playable servants and then head into battle. Okay, it's very just... Can this mouse fuck off? I mean, I don't have any unlocks really, so we may as well just, like, head into battle. I guess you just do it from here. Selecting a difficulty, choosing a difficulty. Those new to action games may just aren't easy. It can't be that hard, can it? These games just never feel that difficult. Like I said, I haven't played a lot, but the ones I've played, you just keep mashing the attack button again and again. It's just like a beat 'em up or something, you know. The Emperor of Rome has arrived. I find it humorous that their costumes stay in a... like cutscenes, or not cutscenes, but like conversations. Nero seems a little bit out of place, and it also is starting to make me question my morals of having such scandalous outfits on show. I could do the same to Tanamo if I wanted to, but I'm pretty confident most characters do have a swimsuit. Don't ask how I know that, but I mean, obviously, I mean you could guess from like the fan service. People would fucking spending a hefty bag of clamshells on swimsuits. Oh, it's Kana. You've come. You know the irony of my username being Viol Grace is that Viol has so many, especially in the Tower of God community, people are so divided about how to pronounce it. Because apparently it's quite close to like a slur or something in French or some shit. I just can't say Viol, which I don't even know if it's correct or not. But the irony of that, I don't know how to say like my own name that I use. The main thing is because I never talk out loud. I always read it in my head. And sometimes it's harder to pronounce shit when you're actually talking than it is to like say it in your head, you know. But I think when games ask for a first name and a second name, that's the name I tend to use, just because Akamaru. It kind of works. You could, like I said, you could just skip it to Akka and Maru, but I kind of just like using Viol Grace. Also because Tower of God's good, and it makes me feel special and based when I make references that no one understands. What, Mr. Kana? What are you even doing here? Why is he emanating scary things? At the moment, I'm a spear to destroy my liege's enemies. If you would face my son's rays, come and fight. Oh, sorry, on your side then. Oh, holy mother of... Are you serious? I'm what the fuck? I'm mortified. Oh, it's a funny joke. I'll have to remember that one. Oh, hey, that's the sun god Soria's son. The sun god Soria's son. That's a bit of a fucking tongue twister. Isn't it Kana the invincible lancer? He wasn't very invincible in Apocrypha. Wow, he's so sparkly, but also dark. He's like pure white and deep blackness combined. Yin and yang. That's awesome. He's more awesome than awesome. Charlie. It's something so weird about people calling him Charlie. We need to work on your vocabulary. Yeah, I never really thought I would get summoned as a servant, you know. And why is that? Everything I've seen here is all super new to me. Yeah, exactly. What do you mean by that, Charles? I'll tell you later. Right now. Watch out. She just immediately dies. That's problematic. Huh? Oh my. Damn it. Well, he's not waiting on us. It looks like he's been oracleized? Oracleized? I don't recall that code cast, but... So, is he a traitor or not? Was he on our side and then he got possessed or something, or was he never on our side to begin with? He said my liege, but I didn't know if that was referring to me or his own master. No time for suspicious little questions. Not while we're fighting Mr. Kana first. I'm pretty sure he was on our side because of the way they're referring to him. That's, how do I say it? Hardcore. And are those copies of other servants? Copies, hey? Who have we got here? That's Lancelot on the left. That's Medusa on the right. Who was it in the middle? Kana, you fiend. How did you amass such an army? This is the power of my liege, Rex Magnus. Resistance will only prolong your suffering. Rex Magnus, you say, great emperor. It is foolish to call someone else such a thing in front of me. But Kana, if you're the sun's child, then my imperial raiment shines your light straight back at you. And more than that, besides me stands my fellow sovereign of Seraph, my praetor. My praetor? What the fuck, I've just assumed they Kamehameha position. Oh wait, no one comes between me and my husband. What is this? This is a bit of a Guna game, isn't it? Gives me Zenless vibes. That attack just now split up the sector. My husband is standing alone. My apologies, praetor. Wait for me, please. I shall be there in a moment. Damn it, protect the master. Priority 1. Kana, you're gonna have to wait a while. And wait I shall, heroic knight. That doesn't sound very, strategic. Hello there, welcome, welcome. Ooh, a juicy cutscene, how goody. I mean, can you really call it a cutscene? I guess. Of course there's a fucking, like, 24 karat gold statue of Nero. The enemy has raised his shield. It's nice of them to put a keyhole in their shield. God, this fucking outfit is so revealing, Jesus Christ. So I have command codes to the left that heal. I don't know if they're specifically called. If this was Fate Go, it would be command codes, but I don't intrinsically know if they're called in this version of the game. I should probably I have an issue in this game where I not this game, but like warrior games in general, where I kind of just get lost in mashing fucking attacks on like basic enemies for half an hour and I forget to play the objective, and then sometimes I lose like due to time and shit. Mystic code skills. Alright, okay. I think actually now I think about it, it was called that in Fate Go as well, I think. My terminology is not the best. The battlefield is divided into several zones called sectors. Yeah, I'm kind of used to all this shit. Enemy sectors are red. Yeah, it's all just common sense. To take over a sector to defeat all the enemy aggressors. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I normally forget to attack shit like the aggressors. I just attack normal enemies. I'll try my best to focus them, but normally just spam shit. I need to be careful actually that my controller doesn't make spammy sounds into the mic. I normally have quite good mic settings. I hate how it keeps resetting my mouse there. I may actually just unplug my mouse so that the cursor doesn't keep going on screen. The master will stand on the battlefield as a commander, directing all the allied servants. If the enemy forces the master to retreat... Oh, do I have to, like, defend him as well? Oh, he's in a different section. Oh, okay, I get it. Mana to servants in the same sector. Okay, that's interesting. So we should... So we kind of are on a timer in the fact that we can only stay alive as long as the master is alive, essentially. So we should probably make our way over to him. Just absolutely juggling this guy like it's a fucking Tekken match. Get shit on, pussy. Right, do we unlock that magically? Nice. Away we go. We save our master. Oh, we have a friendly aggressor now. I'm just going to leave the mouse there. Fuck it. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Every single time, like, something happens, it just default, like, resets my mouse there. I don't know why. QP is currency required when assembling mystic codes or creating install kills. I keep reading that as insta-kills, which is fucking, like, terrible dyslexia. QP can be gained by taking over a sector, so aggressively taking over as many sectors as possible. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm assuming there's got to be, like, a lot of optional shit. Look, is this? Is this just a thing? I can't read maps. Which one is which? Does it tell me? Oh, yeah, it does. Among the active skills, there are class skills that can strengthen a servant based on their class. Class skills can be... Okay, so that's why they've got them there. The trigger a rush stop lands several attacks on an enemy servant, then use a class skill by mashing X during a rush stop. You can unleash a flurry called a rush stop. I don't really get that. You just spam into them, basically. I guess. You must successfully land a class skill to activate a rush attack. Okay, so if we just do a combo that ends in a class skill, you should just be able to like shit on them, it seems. Pretty satisfying just to like shit on guys. I guess that's like the kind of whole... Ow, oh shit, I'm getting fucked up by a Shadow Lancer, okay. Is that meant to be Cuckoo Lane or whatever his name is? I forget, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but I don't know who he is. He has gay bulk. When you defeat an aggressor, it will drop an why do I keep calling it insta-kill? What's wrong with me? Install skills. Install skills are used to strengthen your servants. You can activate these effects by equipping them in my room. Okay, that makes sense. Like I got absolutely shit on. What's it with Lancers always dying? I don't know of a Lancer that actually survived. What does this do? Health? To advance through the stage, complete objectives. Yeah, that's all kind of obvious. All commonsensical. Oh shit, I got like a fucking omelet or something. Look at this dude just thinking he's Silver Wolf or some shit, just hanging around. Right, so I guess we go here. What the fuck is that? It's a fucking... It's one of those squid guys from Mario Kart that always just fucking jizz in your eyes and cause fucking vehicular manslaughter. Plants have the ability to continually produce... Okay, so it's like a spawner. I understand what I must do. Get shit on is what I'm going to do. Fuck me, yeah, some health. I'm also getting shit... I need to remember there's a fucking block. That'd be useful, huh? Fuck off, Shadow Lancer. Stop, like, stun-locking me. That's my job. No, seriously, this fucking thing has so much health. Like, what? Can I, like... parry block? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't want to focus you, though. What's the point of focusing you if you, Oh, shit, it's fucking Metal Gear Rising. There's no point in me focusing you if you're just going to respawn. But I guess I get a level up, which makes me stronger, meaning I'm going to do more damage to the guy that spawns anyway, so... Come over here. Me wombo comboing. I know how the game works. I have a tendency to save my abilities and not spam them, which means I never end up using them, ironically. You may come to find that. I'll try and spam them a bit more. They're there to be used at the end of the day. I'm gonna get a bit disorientated with the old camera angle, though, I shan't lie. I forget her name. It's some sort of pirate woman. I really should know her name. It's Drake? Has she got Drake in her name? That must be a Culverian cannon. Could it be? It is Drake. See, I know my stuff. And I definitely don't have terrible memory. Doesn't she get, like, shit on all the fucking time? Like, I swear she just... I can't think of a single story where she's, like, either A, good, or B, actually does anything of consequence. She kind of just appears and just dies immediately. It could indeed. Long time no see, miss. I see you've got a new kid with you, too. I suppose I'll have to introduce myself, then. I'm the woman who shot down the sun, Francis Drake. It was Francis Drake, yay. I'm here to take the riches of Rome, lock, stock, and barrel. I'm pretty sure she's only a 4-star unit in Fate Go, which is why it's not as well known to me. The Red Pirate Rider. Oh, what grievance do you hold against us? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, my Fate knowledge isn't the best. I'm a pirate. Treachery is our calling card. My backstabbing you is as natural as a bird in the sky. You talk a good game, Captain Cairns, but I'm going to cut you down. I'll sink you right to the bottom, mast first. That seems a bit of a weird one. She is actually permanently available for... Is she? Is there 2 variants of her, or am I just lying? I swear she was a fucking, I swear she was a 4-star. Let me search it up. Could have sworn she was. Oh, she's a 5-star. Huh. I thought I recalled when you beat the Singularity with her. I swear you got her as a free unit and she was a 4-star, but I guess you didn't. Did not realize she was a 5-star. Whoops. Whoopsie. What was the free unit you got in that one? I can't remember. They're all so irrelevant. Never really like pay attention to them. I only pay attention to the 5-star units. Unless it's like Saber Alta, who's a 4-star. She's a based 4-star. Oh yeah, I should probably be doing the objective, shouldn't I? In those early singularities, you only got 3 stars as rewards. Oh, it was David, you're right. I just remember all the free units you get are absolutely abhorrently dogshit. Enemy servants and shadow servants can travel between sectors to invade you. Oh shit, Elden Ring? Honestly, I get a little disorientated by the map. That's just because I'm a dumbass there. I guess I could just leave the sector. Is there any... Is it better for me to leave the sector or just bully this guy? As long as there's a red dot on the screen, I kind of just want to end it. But if I'm against some sort of timer here... Oh yeah, my master's actually getting shit on at the moment. I should probably like help him. Is he good over there? Who knows? Who knows? Where to go, where to go. Like I said, I'm so bad at reading fucking maps. This game's gonna be the death of me. How far did you play in FGO? I am on the, well, my issue with Fate Go, right? I've played it for many, many, many years, and I have many, many, many hours in it. But what happens is once a year, I get that little itch to play Fate Go, so I install it. But because the data transfer in that game is fucking abhorrent and you can't link it to Google Play or anything, I just start from scratch. So my first save was well over 5 years ago, and it took me so fucking long to get a 5-star. My first 5-star was just default Saber. And then once I got Saber, the game got too easy for me, so I got bored and deinstalled it. And I had so long in it. It actually pisses me off, because if you combine all the accounts I've had on Fate Go, I have such a cracked account. But I just keep getting bored and deinstalling it for space. But now I've fucking made a pact with myself never to deinstall the game again. But after that, my second one, I actually had this Nero. You can't really see it, but I forget what class she was, but it was just like Beach Nero, and she was the one that shot all the fucking laser beams out of those cannons. I think she was a caster, but I may be lying to you. Yeah, I had Beach Nero, and then I had an account where I don't know how to pronounce her name, Skadi or some shit. I had the Lancer. I think the name's like pronounced like Skahawk or something. But you know the one I'm on about. I had her. Then I had the caster version of her on another save. I also had Jeanne d'Arc and Jeanne Alta on another save, and it fucking pisses me off that my dumbass decided to delete my Jeanne Alta save, because she's like one of my favorite servants. My current save, I have Mordred, who is the character I chose as the free 5-star, because this is the first time I've played the game with the free 5-star. I would have chosen Saber, but my understanding is that she, is it called a craft essence or something? My understanding is that she's kind of dogshit without it, but she's decent with it. But apparently Mordred's the better pick if you don't really have any good craft essences. And I just like Mordred, so picked her. And then I also got Scarhawk Skady as a caster again. Those are the only 2 5-stars I have at the moment. And obviously, Mordred's a buster, and my caster is like a quick, so they don't even synergize very well. The early game is too easy, so I get that, but it picks up at the 6th. Yeah, well, I always get to like the 6th. Like every single playthrough, I get to the 6th, and then I just don't know what happens. I kind of just get bored. I think it's because of a lack of an auto in the game. However, I have been alerted to a handy-dandy little app you can get called FGA, where it's kind of like an auto-clicker. You probably already know about it. Fuck me, it's a game changer. It makes the game just so much more fun to grind. Like, all of today, whilst I was playing Resident Evil 4, I just had it in the background, just farming, and it's so fucking useful. I do have, like, 300 fucking Saint Courts at the moment, though, but I'm just saving for, like, a better banner. I don't really care about the meta in the game, and my understanding is that it's not that important anyway. It's kind of a game you can kind of just summon for characters you like, unless it's Jekyll and Hyde. Apparently Jekyll and Hyde is like dog shit. But I'm just going to wait for a character I like to come out. I know Ash Keagle's coming out soon, who I kind of wanted to get, but I'm not sure if I will. I'll probably just wait. If like Julta comes back out, I don't know why she would, because she's kind of like really old and kind of not necessarily mid, but it's just a weird character to get a banner. But if there's like some altar banner, because I just really like altars, if there's like a saber altar or Julta, some sort of just altar banner, I would like that. Because at the moment I'm just saving my shit. I have no reason to spend my Saint Courts at the moment though, because I'm just winning, you know. You can kind of just the allied can I English? Fucking hell. The allied servant thing, where you can just summon other guys, is just kind of so powerful to the point where you don't even need good characters yourself. With command spells and leyline stones, there's no real need to go meta. Exactly. That's my understanding. I just like having fun with just flashy characters. Which is the best way to play a gacha game, really. I have no idea if I'm playing this game correctly. I'm just fucking... I've spent more time talking. This stream is 90% me talking, and then 10% me actually playing the game. But this time I'm trying to be more dedicated to Fate. But like I said, I've always classified myself as a fan, but it's only recently that I'm trying to transcend into like a mega fan, if you will. I always enjoyed the concept, but never really understood the concept. I just watched Fate because it was fun and flashy, but now I'm actually trying to understand the lore a bit more. And I used to be anime only, but now I'm reading the mangas and shit. But that's because when I originally watched Fate Stay Night when I was a lot younger, I never used to read manga. In my old age, I have become wizened to the ways of the manga. Is there a bunch of... I want to, like, save my abilities for the powerful guys. There you are, you little fucker. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a fucking moon thingamajig. Should use that. Completely forgot that was a mechanic in the game. I wonder if this is, like, a time-based thing. Like, do you get ranks based on how quickly you do shit? Yeah, we'll find out. This is just a casual game to just fuck around and talk whilst we, just kill shit in the background. The only issue is that I need to keep pausing to read chat. You read it? Oh, and I can't lie to you, I do skip. Actually, that's a lie. I used to read it. Like, because I've gone through the campaign so many times. I do know most of the stuff. But I do also skip a lot. But that's because the auto clicker I have, like, to be fair, you can read it, but just to kind of farm shit, I do like skip it. I tend to skip most of it. It depends though. Because I really like I said, because I like Julta, when Julta was in the second singularity with all the French Revolution shit, I actually read that because I read stuff based on characters that, like, interest me. Like, Drake, for example, doesn't interest me, so I just skip all her shit. But when I was doing the London one with Mordred, like, I read that one because I like the character. But most of the time, I do just kind of skip through it. But I do intend to learn about it. I would probably just watch a video essay explaining the lore about it, or just find some way of just reading it outside of the game, because when I'm playing the game I just want to actually just progress it, you know, and just try and get through as much of the shit. Maybe once, because I've never actually beaten the campaign, because I always just get to like the 6th singularity and then just quit, which I believe is the one I'm on at the moment. I think it's the 6th, or maybe the 7th, the American one, whatever one that is, the one after London. I think it's the 6th. It's always about the time I kind of just get burnt out, but not now. America's the 5th. Oh, okay. I see. I think I get confused because you've got Singularity F, which is technically the first one, and then it's the second one, which is the first Singularity, so that was kind of throws me out. But I was going to say something and now I forgot. But yeah, the installing FGA on my phone has been actually so useful, because I did all of the London Singularity without technically playing the game, because I just had it auto. Because, I don't know, it's not like the game's in-depth or anything, you just click a bunch of buttons. I mean, you could argue there's a tiny bit of strategy in, like, oh, you know, what to use at certain bits, and you know, just kind of the knowledge of knowing what to do and what buttons to tap. But when you're farming easy content, it doesn't really matter what button you tap. You just have to be present for the grind. And that's kind of an issue I have with certain games like Genshin Impact, where it's annoying when you have to be present for the grind. Compare it to a game like Honkai Star Rail, where you can just click an auto button and you can do something else better with your time whilst grinding. Like, just playing Resident Evil 4 and then just looking down and being like, oh, look, in an hour I've done the London Singularity. It's nice. So I feel like I'm in a much better position without the burnout, which is nice. But even if I do get burnt out, I don't plan on deinstalling the game at the moment. I was just a dumbass when I was younger and would keep deinstalling shit. But that's because I used to play a lot of mobile games. so my storage would run out. But now I don't have that many games on my mobile because I have my PC. So I just play everything on here, really. I forgot to use my moon thing, so now I haven't built up my noble phantasm. But I can Metal Gear Rising harass. So that's something. This is a lore-accurate Drake fire right now. She gets fucking knocked all over the place. Where'd she even go? Drake has been defeated. Oh, she's dead. I see. That's where she went. Keep glancing at chat because it's my peripheral vision's good, but it's not good enough to be able to concentrate on quote-unquote comboing and also trying to figure out shit. Not that I'm good at comboing. It took me an hour and a half to do like the first fucking mission. What is this? Amaterasu. Yo, it's Sasuke. Ah, my eyeballs. My precious sleep-deprived eyeballs. Alright, logic dictates we go over here. This is bad. What's happening? Eightfold Blessings of Amaterasu. When your allied servant Tamamo no Mei reveals the true name of her noble phantasm, Eightfold Blessings of Amaterasu, the cooldown time of active skills will shorten. Cool. That's just cool. Demo. How many times I've got to teach you this lesson, Shadow Lancer? Bye bye. Is that everyone here? Is there anyone else? I can't. There's another guy. Escort events and defense points. Essential allied servants and essential defensive points will cause a game over. I see. Is that you telling? Oh no, it's just telling me to defend Tamamo. Which I will do because I have defended this, so now we can move over here. Feels like I'm playing a fucking Sonic game, the way I'm just flying around. Oh, Lancelot, he's a cool guy. I'm pretty sure he's a 4-star unit, is he not? I probably just shouldn't speak, because when I try and sound clever and knowledgeable, I just immediately just, like, get something brutally wrong. Holy shit! You will never beat me in a button mash competition. Potentially you can hear it on the microphone, but maybe not, because I have semi-decent settings. If anything, the background noise just makes it more humorous. God, some of these abilities really disorientate the shit out of me, though. Bye. Is there anyone else here? There is. An aggressor. A stripper pole saved you. Curse fucking Roman architecture. I've almost got my noble orgasm, though. Bro, I'm so fucking immature. I've been making that same joke for like 5 years, and it's still hilarious to me. If I... Okay, I was trying to cheese it. I thought if I could, like, use that moon ability before it ran out, I could get, like, all of the attack off for, like, no reason, but it appears not. Can you not activate skills in the air? Ah, you can't. That's why I was eating shit. Alright, what am I doing? What do these do? They just, like, drop random shit, I guess. A phantasm circuit. Oh, it just immediately gives you an orgasm. That's useful. May as well use it at some vital point. See all of it in its cinematic glory. I think there's one more evil cunt here. What's meant to be? No, there's not. Never mind. What's this? An install skill. Alright, there's 2 sections that are under attack, but this one's more important because Tamamo is getting absolutely fucking shit on. It's Medusa! She's also a character that always tends to get shit on. Noble! Oh, did I click the... It's left trigger, isn't it? It is left trigger. I think. Well, fuck it is now. I feel like I deserve to be judged for having this skin equipped. I mean, it was alright. It was powerful, but not super flashy. It's just like a big slash. Right, so now we want to go over here. It's pretty fun though. It is like a good casual game. I say casual for now. It could like end up getting more difficult. Although it seems that you can just change difficulty willy-nilly. We'll go over here. I don't think I need to do that right now. I need to just kind of bully Drake, but to Kendrick his ass, but bonk. Shadowline is already basically dead, so probably don't really need to do my little moon thingamajig. But I may as well, because I'll forget it exists if not. For me, there's a few. I find it hilarious this game's on Switch. Although I guess from an animation slash, like, I didn't mean to click that. Whoops. Like, can I go in, please? Let me in. From a like just a spec standpoint, Fire Emblem Warriors would be more of a challenging game, but that game could not run on Switch. I could rant for fucking days about how much I hate the Switch. What's the point of having a Switch exclusive game like Fire Emblem or Zelda and then make a console that can't run its games? Hopefully the Switch 2 won't have those issues. I will pause the game in a sec to read that chat. Skipping in the Singularity arc isn't too tragic in my opinion, because at least the best parts of it got anime adaptation. That's true, that's valid. Even if the adaptations change some things or leave out minor characters, before the Lost Belts, I think you care about the story. You should read them yourself because video essays don't do them justice. Oh, okay. I don't think I've encountered any of the Lost Belts yet. I've seen like a lot of talk about them, but I haven't seen them in-game. I'm guessing they're like, you have to beat the campaign in order to access them, or just haven't looked hard enough. I know a lot of people rave about them, because I think like, what is it, Kuku Khan or something is like in the recent one. Okay, I'm getting fucking fucked. This is kind of cinematic, we like that. Like I said, I've never beat the campaign before, so I don't really have any inkling of in-game content, or even probably mid-game content. But I'll read the Lost Belts. Sound interesting enough. Mission clear. Yay. Is that emotes? No, I just healed again, like a fucking idiot. This is my emote now. She could fucking like dash all over the place. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna get whiplash. Oh, I've heard that that's a complaint of the game. It says mission complete and then they just keep spawning bosses. Apparently it'll be like final boss and then you kill them and it's like secret final boss and then there's like alternate final boss. That's alright for me though, I don't mind. You cannot stop us, we will infiltrate, we will invade, we will infest, and all will be equally arcalized. There's no reason to resist. Of course there's a reason. With power comes responsibility. I never had the option not to resist in the first place. And most importantly, resistance leaders are the awesomest people around. That's all the reason I need. I'm simple like that. Yeah, we're still in, which meant I wasted a heal by trying to figure out if this game had emotes or not. Away we go. Can I in theory do some speedrun strat by spamming like air dash then? I'll have to try it out. Those have got bully Kana. I say bully, but I have a feeling I may get shit on. Although there is like heal things around the joint, so... when you approach an allied servant, you will enter a link state, indicated by a line connecting the two of you. While in link state, you can share their class skills, as indicated in the act. That's peculiar. Cool. If I can play the game, that'd be nice. There we are. Time for my counter-attack. And then fucking Alamo is just absolutely beating the shit out of him as well. That's kind of cool. Ow. Oh wait, no, never mind. You'll never beat me in a button mash competition, random normal difficulty AI. Oh yeah, fuck that wall. I should really try and block more. I don't know if it's an important game mechanic, but you know. Fuck it, moon thing. You know what? Ultimate moon thing. Because it makes me sound like I know what I'm doing. Which I don't. He called me good though, which means I must be doing something correct. Yeah, look at me juggling people. Gonna join the circus. I must have my noble phantasm, but it'll be a bit overkill by the time I'm done with him. Also, I need to get back in Moon Rage, so actually will be a bit until I get him. Dude, can you like... Oh shit, I fucking... I clicked to jump near the portal. Oh, we're doing this again, are we? I don't know why I like sweat so hard on that. Locking stuck in. Oh, we'll go again. Gives me Persona vibes where you just absolutely jump a single enemy. Cool, awesome. Mission clear. Is it though, or is there going to be another boss? Probably not. Victory! I was hoping I could melee this. Yay! Total sector. Oh, I missed a sector, did I? Did I? Oh. Well, I got EX and everything else. I don't know what the highest rank is. It's just EX, I guess. I guess that'll have to do. The inner completionist inside of me is disappointed, but at the same time, I don't care that much. The Moon's Holy Grail War, which I know nothing about. Can my mouse like just leave? So what now? So be it, Charlemagne or whoever you are a worthy opponent. Let us battle again one day. Take care that no other servant defeats you until then. You got it. Now that I think about it, technically you could get beaten by somebody else first, you know? Damn, that's kind of some next level trash talking. Your thoughts are mere delusions, but if we never meet again, then, well, who knows? And just fucked off, just dematerialized, despawned. So is this some sort of form of Emilia or something? Because I've never once seen him with long hair, and it is so fucking unbelievably cursed for me. I see your back. Looks like you took your time with those low-level enemies, Master. And you are... Is it some sort of Emilia that's not an archer? I don't know if that exists or not. Legit never seen the character before. You took the words right out of my mouth. Who are you? I can see you're a servant, and a hell of a warrior too. That's all I can tell about you. What's your true name? The only name I have is Archer. So he's still an archer? Just some sort of like fucking alternate universe, secret dimension archer with long hair? The whole Seven Singularities thing is just the first big story arc, and was wrapped up within the first... Yeah, that's the thing, like, it's quite long, but it's been around for so fucking long to the point where... I just bitch slapped my mic. It's, like, such a small part of the game now, which is funny that I've never, like, finished it. The Lost Belt arc is the story arc that comes afterwards. It's been running for 5 years now, £700, and will be wrapped up this year. Okay, cool. I see. I was wondering what would happen after, like, the first story. Because I never, like... It's not really a spoiler, but I never really have locked what's beyond it. So at least there's lots of content for me. That Karna we saw was clearly unusual, and the soldiers he led were just as abnormal. More importantly, Rome is still surrounded. Karna's pulled back a bit, but he's regrouping fast. The moment he recovers, he'll invade again, so let's take a good look at what we're dealing with. Let's take a stock of whatever clues we can find. Yes, well then, Charlemagne, I believe it's time for those explanations of yours. What are those things, and why do they attack my Rome? Just what are they after? Well, what they're after is simple. They want to conquer Seraph. Simple, you say? To conquer a world? How quaint, not to mention wasteful. Well, quaint or not, they could pull it off. As long as they have the Oracle technology. Oracle? Is that some kind of conditioning, brainwashing? Brainwashing is one way to put it. The only difference is it doesn't change your core values. How the fuck does that work? Take Connor, for example, right? Yeah, well, Connor's a bit of a... Like, he's not the best example. He still seems like the guy I already know. He's not corrupted and he's not an imposter. Yeah, but, like, compare that to some sort of heroic servant that doesn't want to kill the innocent. And then try and twist them into taking over a fucking civilization. Surely there's going to be a conflict of interest there. Karna's still acting like Karna, but yeah, that's the whole point. Karna always, like, would innately do that shit. He's attacking you guys, his allies, like you're his enemies. And he's probably not the only servant on Seraph who's been oracleized already. Yeah, but, like, if Saber got brainwashed, one of her core values is to, like, not attack her enemies. So much so that when she got fucking command sealed by fucking Adia or whatever her name is in Unlimited Blade Works, it like had limited success. So that's well, I don't know. Saber's one of those characters where she kind of just says no to the rules, to be fair. Kind of problem FGO has. It just takes so much to catch up on. Yeah, it's kind of a double-edged sword, really. It's good to have a lot of content, but it can also be very daunting. The main issue, I said, with Fate Go is it's just kind of monotonous and repetitive. I think another issue I have with the game is the limited banners, but that's coming from a guy that plays a lot of gacha games and a guy that plays a lot of Horrorverse games, specifically. I would prefer an auto mode, but I know for a fact they will never add it, and it's kind of smart that they don't add it, because by not adding an auto mode, they force the player to be involved in the grind, and it's your time you're not necessarily wasting, but it's your time you're contributing, and the more time you put into the game, the less likely you are to deinstall it, because, you know, it's, what was it? Is it a cost fallacy? The more you put into something, the more you can't like live without it, or the less you're willing to live without it. Although it kind of doesn't really work at the same time, because I deinstalled it because I wasn't an auto mode and I got bored, but it's not like I put any money into the game, so. But I wish there were more banners, because like at the moment I've literally like summoned once. I summoned to get my Skyhook caster, and then I never summoned again. I've just been saving my courts for like a banner I want. I just find it weird that a gacha game that has such a notoriously kind of bad, like non-existent pity system, it's all about profit and money, wouldn't run more banners. Like, it's literally just a default banner and then the Cuckoo Lan banner. Like, even Horrorverse banners have more. They have like a rerun banner or something. I mean, I know sometimes they do have quite a lot of banners, but I feel like it's been well over a month, and there's only been like one character rotation after one character rotation, and none of the characters interest me, so I just don't summon, you know. I'm getting impatient. I have a gambling addiction. I need to be absolutely crushed when I do 100 summons and don't get fucking anything. So it's not like I need the characters, but I think a big part of it is just having cool characters, you know. Keeps the game fresh and interesting. Anyway, where were we? That Rex Magnus, of whom Kana spoke. Is he the one behind this? That's right, I was summoned to defeat him specifically. I see how it is. So then, who is this Rex Magnus anyway? It's a bit of a lame name, honestly. What a convenient intruder alert. Oh, what's up? We should go take a look. That is just suspicious. He always finds the perfect time to, like, not have to reveal his secrets. Well, we had some cheeky friendly fire then. My capital. I love Nest Husband. Fuck it, Al. Sometimes I wonder, like, how that dialogue affects certain down bad individuals, you know. Two-pronged invasion, that guy. How many soldiers did he pull together? He has like a 3D printer fucking just shooting them out. Shit, I did not expect him just to say shit. We don't have the resources to cover all this. What do you want to do, Master? We could just dig and ignore them all. We could never. My virtual citizens are my flesh and blood, my limbs. And what good is a limbless emperor? It's just as Nero says, we can't leave the NPCs to fend for themselves. Is there going to be some sort of decision or not? Let us go into battle, Charlemagne. We shall break through their positions, no matter how many servants oppose us. Hold it, your Imperial Majesty. Your passion's impressive, but we need to stay calm. You do know what our numbers are. Right, we can't leave our master alone. And if we move without thinking, we'll leave our other battle lines undermanned. We do have some NPCs and wizard commanders, but I wouldn't bet on any of them against servants. And that's the situation. We need at least one more servant commander. Anyone here who might fit the bill? Not particularly as such. Perhaps I might be of some help. Who's this? This guy looks really familiar. To have come all this way without anyone sending a present. Who are you? Oh, Juno. Yeah, I know this guy. Actually, I had him once in Fate Go. I completely forgot. I got him like, oh, I don't know if it was the standard banner, but I randomly pulled him off some sort of banner. Never really used him though. My class is Archer. I've come to join your forces if you see fit to add me with your ranks. Isn't that suspicious, though? Like, can't the enemies just get a servant as, like, a double agent and just be like, ah, yeah, fuck it, just play along? Because unless you're, like, as a master, you've specifically summoned a servant, it's not like they have any allegiance to you, you know? They have no ties, so they can just kind of betray you whenever you want. Although, arguably, even if you did summon them, they can still betray you. Been a few cases of that. I say a few, there's been a lot of cases of it. Arjuna, you're a famous hero from Indian lore. I don't know why, but like saying Indian lore just it's so funny to me. Like I don't study history, I study lore, but not the lore you're thinking of. Fucking Indian lore. I don't know why. It's just like, imagine teaching World War II to a kid, and you're just like, we're gonna learn about some Nazi lore, kids. it's Hitler's suicide cannon. These are the questions we're gonna be asking our youth. The stories from the East say you fought off invaders, upheld justice, defeated evil kings, and brought peace. I also found it peculiar. I don't know how it works, but what happens if you just have a servant who just doesn't know history? Because there is a lot of servants that are quite vague. I feel like Arjuna's gonna be relatively vague. Like, what happens if you're just fighting in a Holy Grail war, and then this guy reveals himself to you, and you just have no fucking clue who he is? Because in every single instance I've seen of Fate, every servant knows every servant. Like, some of them, like, the fucking samurai cunt in fucking, I think it was both Stay Night and Unlimited Blade Works. I can't really remember his name. But he was able to tell that Saber was King Arthur just by, like, fighting her. And, like, being able to identify Excalibur and shit. But, like, what happens if you just didn't have that knowledge? You know? Because the second people reveal their names, they can just guess what their noble phantasm is and shit. Like, with Heracles and shit like that. They can kind of just put together his story. But, like, if you just didn't know history, wouldn't you kind of be fucked? Like, if I was in that case, and I was fighting someone, and they just revealed their name as Arjuna, I'd have no fucking clue who he is, you know? And you just be like, okay, who are you? What are you known for? You could just pull out some random bullshit, and you'd have, like, no way of countering it, you know? Yeah, I used to be pen pals with an Arabian king, so I know a little bit about other countries too. See, that kind of explains it, but I'm not super knowledgeable, like I said, but I wonder if there is a case of just some fucking brain dead, like Nero, actually. Surely Nero would have, like, no fucking clue half the people she's fighting. Then you should know I am the best general in Seraph. Master, please add me to your forces. It makes a compelling case. Can I just reject him? I don't like. It'd just be interesting if there was a decision. Charlemagne's vouched for Arjuna, and if he's half as good as he is, he's a godsend to us. Yeah, but Charlemagne isn't exactly the most trustworthy of folk, is he? But isn't it a little too convenient? Exactly my inner voice. Why would he randomly show up and offer to join us now of all times? Indeed, indeed. The other servants all send Arjuna questioning gazes. They seem just as curious as I am. Perhaps sensing that curiosity, Arjuna gives a soft-spoken answer. I'm sure he'll immediately rizz us up. There was a certain man. If that man would be the light, I will become the darkness. That is who he is to me. That man now serves the one called Rex Magnus. Is that reason enough? Pretty fucking vague. But sure. I get it, he likes your eternal rival. I called it, didn't I? Hey, Master, it's okay if we let him fight with us, right? Charlemagne, you're a double agent that's secretly hiring other double agents. I'd usually assume that the world itself gives the knowledge to the servants and something. Yeah, I was kind of thinking something along that line. Because wasn't there, I remember when Saber first got summoned into Shiro's world, there was a dialogue with Reen, I think it was, talking about how when a servant is summoned into a particular time period, they immediately get like customized to it. But that being said, because Saber participated in the last Holy Grail War, that was only like 5 or so years ago, she already was like used to the environment. But there's probably some sort of fucking work around it. Then there are some lesser known servants that don't get recognized even with their name exposed, so I guess it's kind of arbitrary based on general fame. I just find it like, there needs to be like an Eminence in Shadow scenario. Maybe there is. Like, I only know the super duper main like line shit. I don't know any of the side story shit. It'd be so cool for there just to be like just a fucking really unknown servant who is just like everyone just underestimates him or some shit, and then the guy's actually secretly OP. Now I think about it, there probably has been a case like that, but I guess Siegfried from Apocrypha kind of counts. Because he was, well, I mean, because you've got Sieg and then you've got Siegfried, and they like fucking did the Dragon Ball fusion dance together to become more powerful, but thank you, Master. Then I'll leave my army in your hands. There are also other servants among my forces. They will move as a separate unit. I trust that's not an issue. I'd very much like to meet these servants. Not an issue at all. This way we can plan several different maneuvers at the same time. Yes, our formation is now decided. All that remains is to choose where to defend and where to attack. Then I let my husband plan our strategies for us. We are but servants. We'll bow to your wishes as always. Stay like technically features a servant like that, but he never gets to become an actor in the story. That's true. Now, what should we do? My issue is that my memory is absolutely abysmal. Oh, there is choices. Nice. Sometimes I can, like, watch shit, and within a day I just forget everything. I've literally watched Stay Night twice, and I still can't remember fucking anything about it. I don't really know. Not that this is necessarily going to be an important decision, but from, like, a role-playing perspective... Guerrilla raids on Kana doesn't seem like a smart idea. Splitting the enemy force is relatively smart, but at the same time I feel like we'd have to split our own forces. I feel like we should do some sort of blitzkrieg strategy, so let's feint an attack. Let's fucking get up in their business and demolish them. That's a cool looking frame. I think he's only brought up in HF though. Did you watch the movies? The only movies I've watched is Oath Under the Snow, the Prisma Elia prequel, and like the First Order Fate Go movie, I think it was. I haven't watched any of the like Stay Night or whatever, Unlimited Play Work movies, or whatever, any of those. It's fucking Giles. I remember Giles from like the Second Singularity. Fucking creepy little guy. Time has come, my Rex Magnus. The foundations are set. Let us raid the flag of the Holy Empire. Soka. Indeed, Marshal of France, Giles de Reyes. I appoint you as my second in command. Oh, what a great honor this is. Show them the will of God in the world. Show them the righteous path of God in the world. There's something bizarre about God being in a video game. Not like in a video game, but like within universe video game. Like, what the fuck would God give a shit about what happens in SAO? Shouldn't spoil them. The Havensfield movies are really good. Yeah, I haven't got around to the Havensfield movies, but I definitely will. I keep saying fucking Heavensfield. I don't know why I say Haven. I swear, many years ago, I heard someone just call it Havensfield, and I've just been calling it that ever since. I don't know if the pronunciation really matters, but I should just say Heavensfield. Spelt fucking heaven, I should just say heaven. Although Havens kind of sounds cooler. Share my aspirations, share my dream, arise, let us create a new utopia here, upon the moon. Dr. Eggman? Let us liberate every servant. Every servant, let our love be their liberty. This is why I have come. There's a joke to be made there, but it's 1:30 in the morning, so I'll not be the one to make it. Well, you made a really big castle. Alright, you. I see it does me good to see you safe. Why are you invading Seraph? Simple. Oh god, oh, what did I click? I clicked speed up, I guess. Fuck me. I don't know how I did that. Backlog. Haha! Now I can read it anyway. It is simple to make my wish come true, and even if you've hurt other people, you still wish for it. I do, and I do not expect you to understand. In truth, I expect no one will understand, that my wish be for all of them. Especially here on Seraph, and yet my wish is... It goes on for some length about his wish. Oh, your wish is bad and wrong. I still don't understand the point of enacting it in a game, though. Or like a virtual plane of existence. But no one can stop you from making it. I can't because you're not me, and I'm not you. I mean, you could if you kill them. Although I guess you could just like respawn them. Death isn't exactly much of a permanent thing for servants. So, here you are with the Oracle, the assimilation with the voice of heaven. We do like a bit of assimilation. Like in Native American flashbacks. How sad, she whispers. Does it want to continue? There we are. Even though he furrows his brow at those words, Rex Magnus continues to move forward, assimilating more and more. All the while wishing that if he cannot be understood, he can still be accepted. Damn, he's kind of sad. I'll save my progress. It's not like I need multiple save files. Save complete. Yatta. It's been for about 2 hours. I probably should wrap it up. It's not a bad place to wrap up. If I was able to get my stream working earlier, I would have streamed for a little bit longer. I do like streaming longer when I actually have an active chat. It's a fucking rare occasion. So, I like making the most of it. But if I was to be a smart individual, I should get some sleep. I won't, but I'm sure I'll be doing something. Feel like playing a bit more Resi 4 and AFK grinding some Fate Go. What's this? Stage select screen. I say that, like, I say I end at the 2 hour mark, but it takes me like half an hour to do an outro, because all I do is just fucking speak all the time. On this screen, you can pick a stage on which to battle. The icon of the master shows your current progress, and the crown icon shows stages that you have already cleared. You can freely, yeah, it's the exact same as how I expected it to be. To unlock each stage, fulfill its requirements, such as clearing a specific other stage first. Yeah, it's all just commonsensical shit. I'm a gamer, I know what's up. So you get different ranks based on difficulty. I see. There is some sort of replay value there. Like I said, if I had it on PlayStation where I could get a platinum trophy, I probably would bother with it, but I did not, because the game was, I think it was relatively expensive on PlayStation, and I could just get it cheaper on PC, because PlayStation never has sales. At least good sales on like older games. Don't know if I can really call this game old or not. I'm pretty sure it came out in 2016, so I guess that's almost a decade old. Damn, 2016 sounds like, I don't know, not that old. I don't think there's a lot of sense for me to start another one, because that'll probably take a bit. I guess we can have a look at how many things there are. I don't know if there's another slot. It makes kind of poetic sense for all of it to be within a week, so it makes sense for day 7 to be the last. Which is relatively chunky, I guess. But then again, like, if you skip all the dialogue and don't give a shit, you can probably blast through a lot of it quite quick. It's not like me to necessarily read or voice things, but because it's a Fate game, I will. So it'll take me a bit longer to get through all the dialogue. It's kind of old, but it's still the newest of the extra timeline. Yeah. I was going to play some Samurai Remnant, because that's like the latest Fate game, I believe. Played the demo. It was like pretty similar to this, actually. It seemed alright. Maybe I'll play it at some point. Who knows? I don't know what the my next streams are going to look like. There's not any new games that really interest me. So I guess I could just play through this. It was pretty fun, so I don't see why I shouldn't. Then we could play some Samurai Remnant. Be nice to have like a, I don't know, like a big AAA title. I guess, like, arguably Samurai Remnant is a AAA title, but a lot of anime games just kind of come across as kind of cash grabby. They're all very similar. Like 90% of anime games are just fighting games that are just they just got copy pasted mechanics. Like the only appealment factor is just the IP that's attached to it. Like like all the Jujutsu Kaisen games are like mid as fuck. The Overlord games are always like, yeah. Not that has any. They're all just like mobile games. It had 2 mobile games. The first one like shut down because they weren't making enough money. I don't know, I just wish like a game company would put a lot of money and time and effort into actually making like a love project towards one of these, because they're all just these big Japanese corporations like Bandai and shit, and they just care about money. They just care about the profit. They don't really care about making a good game. Not saying this game is bad or Samurai Remnant's bad, but I just feel like if you take into consideration how much potential, like gaming potential, a franchise like Fate has compared to what we have been given in the past, I don't know, I feel like you could do something. Maybe I'll have to wait for full dive technology from SEO to be invented. There was a fucking fun fact to learn about that the other day. I think, don't quote me on it, but it was actually recently. It's been a few months, but canonically, so a few months back, SEO was beaten, like in the lore. It was somewhere around the second half of 2024 that the Ironclad arc finished, from like a timeline perspective. So the author was a bit ahead, I guess you could say. we had people full on surviving the SAO incident. We don't even really have functional VR yet. We're quite a bit away. Wonder if we'll probably get there, but I wonder how many years it'll take. Samurai Remnant, yeah, still got to finish that one as well. Yeah, it's one of those games where, like, I'm sure it's, like, okay, but the reason I would play it is because it's Fate, you know, which I guess is the reason. Like I said it earlier, the only reason you would play these games is kind of because of the IP. I did enjoy the demo, to be fair, but you can immediately tell in the demo it's just going to be kind of just a very spammy button mashy yawn halfway through the game type of thing. It's not going to be any sort of revolutionary game, but we'll give it a go. Yeah, don't quite know what else to do because it'll take too long to do anything else. Call that hurt my eyeballs. There's a multiplayer. Too bad I have no friends. Kind of not necessarily spoils, but you can have a bit of an indication of the sort of characters that are in the game. I already kind of knew most of these guys, to be fair though. I was stuck for a while because I had the difficulty at the point where it became like a Souls-like. Oh, interesting. That sounds kind of fun. No, I turned it down for get for it. If it has, like, I don't think it has proper Souls-like mechanics, but if it did, that'd be interesting, because I love my Souls games. It's my favorite type of game. That would be cool. I would like a Fate game where it's just a Souls-like, where you just play as, like, a servant, and you just have to fight other servants as bosses, but they're, like, really, like, in-depth, flashy fights, like when you fight Melania in Elden Ring or some shit. I guess I'll have a look at the gallery whilst I just talk about random things. We're kind of at the point in stream, like, just before it ends, where I just start talking about random shit. I don't care about any of these. I should probably install some of these, to be fair, if I remember, which I won't. What's this glossary? Is this just, it's just explaining keywords? This is all the different themes. I believe, apparently the original Fate EXTELLA, had a really good soundtrack. Apparently this game's soundtrack isn't as good, but it probably does have some returning things. Don't know how much I want to divulge in soundtracks, because Twitch does love absolutely fucking ravaging me on the copyright franchise. Franchise? What am I talking about? Fucking hell. I think and talk, but I can't do both at the same time, so I end up just slurring my words. No, I was just thinking about, got flashbacks that one time I was playing Fallout 4, and I went to turn the radio off, because I knew that having the Fallout radio would cause issues. So the game loaded, and the radio played for barely a second before I accessed the Pip-Boy and turned it off. And that got me a copyright warning. Not even a fucking second of very quiet audio, mind you. Absolutely crazy. It's because nowadays on Twitch, everything's just AI now, and it's all bot-based. Like, there's no human being involved in the process. So the bot can just immediately, like, detect any amount of music, like, anything. And it just immediately just gives you, like, a fucking warning or a ban. It doesn't even appeal it or consider it or anything. It's a bit of a 1984 scenario. I feel like, statistically, like I said earlier, it makes more sense just to main a single unit and then max them out so that they're, like, super OP. Because if you are near the end game playing on a hard difficulty, then you suddenly just start swapping to, like, a level 1 character, I feel like you're gonna kind of struggle a lot. Did I even have a look at the event gallery? What is this? Oh, these are just, like, the things. Okay, got you. Yeah. It was sort of like the bosses have a ton of health, but can two-shot you if you don't learn to evade their attacks. You keep dodging. I don't really... Like I said, I only played the demo, so it's not like I got super in-depth, but... If it actually has a decent dodge mechanic, and it's not like a really loosey-goosey kind of just spam it and hope you don't get hit. Like, if it actually has like a really nice iframe to it, then that could be fun. I like my Souls games. Anyway, I think I'll end stream here. Like I said, I don't like ending stream when I've actually got people talking, because it is such a rare occurrence, but it's almost 2 in the morning. And I'm a little bit tired. Can't say I don't play Souls games generally. They're not everyone's cup of tea. They've become a lot more mainstream thanks to Elden Ring, but before that they were kind of niche. I enjoy them quite a lot, but it depends. It kind of depends on your your ideology and your philosophy of games you play and shit. Yeah, fucking every single time I try and like end stream, I'll end up going on a fucking half an hour tangent about Souls games. I appreciate the follow though. We're quite close to 50, which is huge. Although I think 90% of my followers are like either bots or people that probably fucking have been deceased since following me. But hey, I appreciate the follow and I appreciate you chatting. Especially as someone who has more knowledge of Fate than I do, it's always interesting to learn more about the franchise. And on that note, I shall end it. So, hope everyone enjoys their evening, or morning, or lunch, or whatever the fuck. Time zones are weird. Anyway, I'll speak to you in a few days when I'm not working, and we'll continue this game, probably, maybe, possibly, definitely. We'll definitely play it again. I don't know if it'll be my next stream or not, but it was fun, so we'll do it again. Until then, ta-ra.